Joining me now is Jonathan Porter, Chief Meteorologist at AccuWeather. Jonathan, thank you so much for joining me.
Good to be with you, Brittany.
I wish we could be talking, like you said earlier, under better circumstances, but California has been battered by heavy rains, winds, and flash flooding over the weekend and now into Monday as we sit here on Monday afternoon. So first, to dive into the conversation here, can you describe what the condition is right now in the Golden State?
Well, Brittany, we're dealing with a life-threatening flooding situation centered on the Los Angeles County area, where we've had excessive rainfall that's come at too fast, too furious, resulting in widespread flash flooding, also mudslides, rock slides, and a variety of other very serious issues, never mind the wind, which occurred yesterday across much of the Golden State, and especially from the corridor of near San Francisco south toward LA, where there were wind gusts to near hurricane force in some locations in the lower elevations and well over 100 miles per hour in the higher elevations. And at the peak of the storm, almost 1 million customers without power. That means 2 to 3 million actual people and businesses. So a very significant impact, and especially from the flooding rain perspective, it's hard to imagine a more serious flash flooding issue in the LA area than this storm.
Obviously, a really dangerous event over on the West Coast, and California saw 2 atmospheric river events in the last week. Can you describe and define what that is?
Well, atmospheric river is a phenomenon where you end up with this very moisture-laden air that's transported through the Pacific Ocean and can be aimed directly at a landmass, in this case, California, and the southwestern part of the United States. And these are they're channels of moisture. That's why we call them atmospheric rivers that just keep resupplying tropical moisture. Brittany, in this case, the source air, the air that the moisture-laden air is coming all the way back 4,000 miles back south and west of Hawaii, that's pouring into Southern California above the ground. And that's why we're dealing with such heavy rainfall, and it's really a deep moisture supply all the way back to the tropical Pacific. Pineapple Express, as they're sometimes called in California as well, indicating that this is truly tropical moisture that's being drawn northward by a very strong storm system. And it's one thing if that is only over an area for a short period of time, like a half of a day or even a day. The problem with this one is it's very slow moving, translating from near San Francisco yesterday, very slowly, the core of it down the coast to the LA area last night into today, and then we'll move towards San Diego overnight tonight and into other parts of the southwestern United States in the days to come. So it's slow moving and it's aimed right at the mountains. And that's a problem because when you have that moisture-laden air aimed right at the mountains, it's like it wrings out that extra moisture. The amount of lift that you get in the atmosphere from that moisture-laden air being drawn right up over the terrain, it wrings out extra moisture and really leads to those very serious flash flooding problems. That's why the issues have been amplified in the mountains and foothills that surround LA.